Hey music fans, as a roadie I had this great opportunity to tour with all these bands. I wrote a book about my experiences on the road and it was the #1 new release on Amazon and Bios and it's now sold millions of copies on Kindle. I'm Joel Roadie and this is my podcast, Party Like a Rock Star. This is a special one for me because not only did I work for Stone Temple Pilots, I'm a big fan of the band. When I began to work for STP, it was my first gig. Steve was the manager, and so I always remember him fondly. He was cool, man. He was always nice to me, and I was the bottom guy on the totem pole, and he was, of course, the top dude. And so it's good to reconnect with people. Anyway, I did reconnect with him recently. I asked him if he wanted to come on the podcast. He was all into it, and I hope you guys like his reactions. He's a really cool cat. He's a good dude for real. Some of these went a little longer. I like people to get to know the guests a little bit. I think it makes it more fun. I went a little bit deeper than usual maybe because some of the stuff intrigued me. I wanted to know about STP's origins and whatnot, and so if you're STP fans, it's great. If not, I put chapters there and you guys can skip through the stuff. If you're just not interested and you just want to see the straight reaction, you can still do so. Either way, I hope you enjoy it. I also want to throw a shout out, a thank you to the people here at not just Tokyo Treat, but their sister company, Sakura. You can find Tokyo Treat products at tokyotreat.com or Sakura products at sakura.co. They always think of me and they send me all these wonderful treats, and why I like it is it's just different stuff for my palate. It's different things for me to try, and they include tea, by the way. I'm a big tea drinker. I love tea, and so it means a lot to me that they would not send me one box but two to try all this wonderful stuff. So thank you very, very much for thinking of me. Guys, let's jump into this. Let's see what Steve Stewart, it's so cool for me to have this guy on, thinks about your favorite band. Let's do this. Okay, so this is NEMOPHILA. This will be our last one for today. But you can let me know what you think of these ladies. I personally like them a lot. The song is RAITEI again. This is one of their newer releases. It is a live performance. And I don't know. I think you'll like it. We'll see.
Let's check it out.
Okay, what do we think of them?
That was great. They were probably the most comfortable with their instruments of anything I've seen. Anything we looked at. I mean, they seemed very at ease, very open, and the energy level was off the charts. I mean, great song too. Loved it.
Cool. I had a feeling that you would like them. They just seem to like be comfortable in their own shoes.
Exactly, and I think that's a lot of the others were, and just even what you're wearing was very theatrical, which again, nothing wrong with that. But if you're there to rock, that to me is secondary. Right? Whatever you're wearing, whatever the production is, it's got to be like the performance. And these guys, to me, performance wise, seem the most comfortable, confident, energetic, and the energy was just intense. So yeah, loved it.
Cool. I love it. All right. So of all the bands we watched here today, and I can remind you if you don't remember the band name, but
I mean, I remember I wrote them down. I love The Warning. I thought they were probably the most interesting. The fact that they're sisters, like you said, and I just thought the quality of the song and the performances were really good. This band was probably my second favorite, NEMOPHILA. I think they were, again, the energy and just the comfortable feeling I got that they were masters of their instruments. Like they weren't struggling, a lot. And I don't think it's a sexist thing, but sometimes to me, it seems like a female guitarist, especially, I'm gonna get rid of this out. Sorry.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like the guitar is bigger than the guitarist, right? And I'm not. It doesn't mean I don't mean that in a gender specific way, but I feel like sometimes some female guitar players that I've seen are fighting the size of the guitar, and just my opinion. But in this case, I didn't feel like that. I felt like they were mastering. They had it right. There was nothing they couldn't do on that guitar, and it wasn't. And maybe it's the confidence. It's that. Do you see any kind of intimidation at all? In the last video, I didn't detect any of that. They were full on, full force. I own this, right? And it was boom. Instead of I'm looking at my fretboard, I'm not, and I'm not saying anything that we've seen was like that because these all the performances were amazing. But sometimes you see, you can see it even within any player that's a little self-conscious. That little tinge of self-consciousness to me gets in the way of the performance, right? The audience doesn't want to feel like you're worried about your performance. They want to feel like you're giving something and I'm open to it versus I'm worried about what I'm giving you, right? That kind of thing. And in this last case, the NEMOPHILA women were on it, man. That was intense.
Yeah, I like her rasp. Her voice is great. That growl at the end, it's so good. She does that in other tracks, and they do a lot of covers too. They just did Pantera. So and not everybody loved it. I did, man. And it was what you had said. I'm in a little place in Australia and they're playing this band. But dude, Pantera with this Japanese female band, I'm like, that's so cool. And so I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, they were all in, right? That feeling where they're just doing it. And nothing's going to stop them. And they're not worried about the right light or the right dress or whatever. It was just bam. And that's, to me, that's rock and roll, right? The production be damned and the sound be damned and the mistakes be damned. You're playing it, right? Yeah. And that's to me why you go see someone live. If you're just going to hear a recording, you can listen to that, at home. But to go out and experience that kind of visceral performance, I think is what moves me, and I think that's what these women had.
Cool. Well, I really do appreciate all your time today. And next time you come back on, we'll play The Warning first. We'll find a Warning video for you, unless you've already.
I'm going to check them out.
Yeah. And I'll bug you soon. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Joel. Appreciate it, man. It was fun. I love doing this. I've never had a chance to sit down and watch videos with somebody before, but super entertaining. And you introduced me to a lot of new music that I'm really looking forward to diving deeper on. So thank you.
Cool. You're welcome. Hey, the podcast is over. What are you still doing here? Well, while you're here, like and subscribe. Thanks.